Welcome to our Microsoft AI agent projects demos. Our project's name is LAWGIC. We basically changed it for the front end. So we'll just go through the entire process. So this is the front end that we have. After running our Python code, we come to this authentication page. We can then click on continue with Google. After clicking on continue with Google, you're gonna get logged in with your email ID. So I've already used this email ID. That's why I didn't come to the permission prompts and all of that. So this is our agent. Now we have night mode and light mode. We have both these different modes. Now what happens is that user can enter whatever legal query they have in their regional language. So suppose someone has some legal query that they want to pass in Marathi. So they're just gonna come over here. They want to pass in the legal query and the analysis basically begins now. So let's now understand what our project is. So our project is LAWGIC, that is an AI-powered Indian legal agent. So it's basically a modular multilingual AI-powered legal assistant or so-called legal agent tailored specifically for the Indian legal system. So in India, a lot of people don't know about their rights and they don't know how to file cases and things like that, and they don't know where they can find good lawyers. So that is why we have brought LAWGIC, which is an all-in-one solution for all of these issues. So the key features are multimodal input. So user can send text, PDF, images, and soon we're also going to integrate speech inputs. Multilingual translation that basically allows users to enter their query in their own regional language. AI-powered legal insights. This basically uses data from various acts out there, law acts out there, to give us grounded responses. And nearby legal help, which basically helps us get information about nearby lawyers that are available that might end up helping us. So we have three plugins: translator plugin, lawyer AI plugin, and nearby lawyer plugin. So let's look at this flowchart. So we basically have Google authentication, then we can pass input through various ways. Then after that, we have used OCR, so we can that is used for analyzing PDFs or any sort of textual document that you pass through our Chainlit app. And then we're also going to integrate speech to text later on. Then we have AI translator API, so this will convert our query into English, and it will again convert our query back to the regional language while generating the response. Now over here, we'll look at my Azure Open AI part. So we're going to look at AI search. So what happens is that we have blob storage, in that we store all the acts. Then we use Azure AI search to index from that. We do vector embedding on this, and we do vector embedding on the user query. Then we use cosine similarity to find out the main content from Azure blob storage that will be required to answer a given question. Then we feed this content to our LLM. LLM gives the output, translator then translates it, and we get our final output over here. And then we're going to integrate text to speech. Now Vinayak is going to explain the find nearby lawyer part of our project.
Okay, so the finding nearby lawyer part is like we first try to get the user's location by uh, using his IP address, and then if it fails, then we try to get his location by his query, by understanding his query if he has addressed any
Yeah.
sort of location in his query, and then we get that where he lives from that query and try to geocode. Then we
Pass
give
this
it to our pass it to our Google Maps API and get a
response.
recommendation. If that also fails, then we can also try the manual where we ask the user for his city where he lives, and then we use Google API to get his recommendations for lawyer.
Okay. So guys, this is our output now. So we entered our query in Marathi. We got our entire output in Marathi. And then we got our local best criminal lawyer. So based on the input, our LLM was able to find out what sort of lawyer we want. It was able to also address our question. Now, apart from this, we also have an OCR feature where you can upload some document and maybe ask some questions. So this is basically a normal sample FIR. I can ask some question, help, I can ask question, tell me about this FIR. So then it's again going to analyze the document, process the document, and all of this happens in the backend. So in the terminal, as you can see, we basically have this part. This is the Azure AI search part. So it's going through indexes, finding the required documents, and over here we have all our tool calls in the background. So it's literally showing what are the different sort of tools that we called. And over here, now look at this. It's analyzed the entire document in literally 2 to 3 seconds. It's given an entire answer in 2 to 3 seconds, and this is really good, right? So it's also assessed whether you need a legal lawyer or not, and we can then ask for legal help as well. Like when I can mention, it has detected a location over here. We can also pass that manually. So this was our project. My team members are me, Parmeet Tiwari, Vinayak Khavre, Sahil Adit, and Richard Rathi. So hope you guys understood our project, and hopefully our project will do good in the world.